1. 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe, $7,000, Conroe, Texas. Let's start with a true American icon, the 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe, finished in a beautiful turquoise exterior with a matching turquoise interior. This one is powered by a 6-cylinder engine paired with an automatic transmission, making it a great choice for someone who wants the Mustang look and charm without the higher price tag of the V8 models. The seller describes it as a complete car with a nice interior. It does run and drive, though it's currently not registered. The frame is rust-free, which is excellent news for a project of this age. However, the floors need attention. The previous owner laid new panels over the existing rust, so a proper restoration will be required to bring it back to solid condition. With a clean title and an asking price of $7,000 or best offer, this Mustang represents a very approachable entry into the classic car hobby. With some dedication, it could become a beautiful weekend cruiser or even a showpiece. 2. 1968 Oldsmobile Delmont 88, $10,000, Richmond, Texas. Next we have a 1968 Oldsmobile Delmont 88, a big, bold, full-size classic that really captures the style of the late 60s. Finished in a striking red exterior with a white interior, it comes with a 350 Rocket V8 engine and a 3-speed automatic transmission. The seller notes that the engine was previously rebuilt and is supported by a number of fresh components, including a new starter, alternator, Holley carburetor, and a fairly new battery. It even has air shocks in the rear for a smoother ride. According to the owner, the car has been driven for over 2 hours without issues, which speaks to its reliability. That said, it is still considered a project car, and the seller mentions that all the parts not shown in photos or video are included. Priced at $10,000 or best offer, it's a big, powerful cruiser with a lot of personality and potential, perfect for anyone who loves the full-size American classics of the 60s. Three. 1963 Chevrolet Impala SS Convertible, $10,000, Arlington, Texas. Here's a real head-turner. The 1963 Chevrolet Impala Super Sport Convertible, finished in red on red. This car is presented in excellent condition, showing just over 66,000 original miles. The Impala SS of this era is highly desirable, combining stylish looks with open-top cruising fun. Equipped with an automatic transmission and rear-wheel drive, it delivers that smooth, classic ride Chevrolet was known for. The seller describes it as a well-kept example, and it certainly looks the part. With its super sport trim, convertible body style, and strong collector following, this Impala is the kind of car that always draws attention at shows, parades, or even just a weekend drive. At $10,000, it's an appealing deal for a convertible classic with this much history and desirability.
4. 1965 Ford Mustang Coupe, $7,000, Florence, Alabama. Back to the Mustang lineup, we have a 1965 Ford Mustang Coupe finished in off-white with a blue interior. This example shows about 85,000 miles and comes with an automatic transmission. The body and interior are described as being in good condition, which makes it a very presentable car as is. Mechanically, it does need some attention. One cylinder has compression issues, which means an engine rebuild or replacement will be needed. The seller explains that the car was a daily driver until it was parked 6 years ago, so it has been sitting for a while. Priced at $7,000 or best offer, it's a great starting point for someone who wants a Mustang project with a clean look and a solid foundation. With some engine work, this car could be brought back into regular use and enjoyed for years to come. 5. 1966 Ford Ranchero, $6,000, Cottondale, Alabama. Closing out this batch, we have something a little different. The 1966 Ford Ranchero. Part car, part truck, the Ranchero offered buyers the best of both worlds. the style of a classic Ford coupe with the utility of a pickup bed. This example is powered by a rebuilt 6-cylinder engine with many new components, including a camshaft, alternator, starter, EFI distributor, and more. The seller notes that the only rust found so far is in the floor pans, which is fairly common for vehicles of this age. Inside, it features bucket seats and a generally good interior. On the outside, it wears new Ford 500 wheels and tires with only about 3 miles on them. The seller even has the original wheels and tires included in the deal. Priced at $6,000, this Ranchero is a very appealing option for someone who wants a classic car that also has some practical charm. It's in great shape, only needing storage space and a bit of care to be enjoyed as a unique weekend cruiser. 6. 1966 Mustang Coupe, $8,500, Dallas, Texas. Here's another gem from the Mustang family, a 1966 Mustang Coupe, listed in Dallas, Texas with a price of $8,500. This one comes in a gray primer finish with a tan interior, giving it a clean and solid look ready for customization. Under the hood, you'll find the classic 289 cubic inch Windsor engine, a legendary motor that came in 2 variations during this era. While the car is equipped for air conditioning, the compressor is not currently installed. The seller mentions the car is in good condition overall. It runs, drives, and sounds great, though it still needs some attention. Things like fluids haven't been changed, and the tires will need replacing soon. It's also sealed in primer, so it's ready for paint if you want to restore it to its former glory. With a clean Texas title, this Mustang offers a solid foundation for someone who wants a drivable project that can be enjoyed right away and steadily improved over time.
7. 1947 Plymouth Deluxe, $7,500, Canton, Oklahoma. Next, let's go way back in time with this 1947 Plymouth Deluxe, priced at $7,500. This classic post-war American car has a lot of history and old-school charm. It features a 3-speed transmission and has been garage-kept for most of its life, only spending the last few years outside. The seller notes it does need some attention. There's a crack in the windshield and the driver's side window, plus the brakes need servicing. On the positive side, it wears brand new white wall tires, giving it that perfect period-correct look. The car was last driven about a year ago, so it wouldn't take too much work to get it back on the road. For anyone who loves the flowing lines and distinctive styling of late 1940s American cars, this Plymouth is a wonderful project opportunity, one that could be restored into a true head-turner from a very special era in automotive history. 8. 1968 Plymouth Fury 3, $7,500, Daphne, Alabama. Moving forward to the late 60s, here's a 1968 Plymouth Fury 3 offered at $7,500. This big, bold, full-size Plymouth shows about 94,000 miles and is powered by a reliable 318 cubic inch V8. The seller says the car runs and drives with no major issues, and it has been repainted at some point in its life, though the exact time is unknown. While there are some cosmetic rust spots, the important areas like the floor and trunk pans are solid with no rust, which is a huge plus for a project car of this age. One note, it currently comes with no title, but due to the car's age, registering it shouldn't be a problem in most states. The seller also mentions they only drive it occasionally, so it hasn't been overused. Overall, the Plymouth Fury offers plenty of room, power, and style, making it an excellent candidate for someone looking for a big classic cruiser that's already in running condition. 9. 1962 Oldsmobile Dynamic Delta 88, $6,000, Wichita, Kansas. Here we have a 1962 Oldsmobile Dynamic Delta 88 listed at $6,000. This car is a true early 60s full-size machine showing a little over 92,000 miles on the odometer. The seller describes it as running, but it does need work. Specifically, the interior will need to be redone. The good news is that the car comes with all original parts, which makes it an appealing restoration candidate for anyone who values originality. The Delta 88 has long been appreciated for its comfortable ride, bold styling, and strong Oldsmobile engineering. With some effort put into refreshing the interior and giving it a bit of mechanical love, this could be brought back to its former glory as a stylish daily driver or weekend cruiser. 10. 1967 Ford 500, sometimes referred to as a Falcon, listed for just $1,100 or best offer. This one is powered by a 6-cylinder engine paired with a 3-speed manual transmission, giving it that old-school driving feel. The seller notes it does run, but it definitely needs work, making it ideal either as a project for someone who wants to bring it back to life or as a parts car for another restoration. At this price point, it's hard to go wrong. For just over $1,000, you could have your very own 60s Ford to tinker with or a great donor vehicle to help complete another project.